Hello everyone, I hope you are well. Today we're going to do a meditation and we're going to visit the Shaolin Temple in Henan, northern China. So just start to relax, blow out any negative energy, any worries and any stresses you may have. And then taking in another deep breath, holding the air in your lungs for a little while, and then breathe out any aches and pains. And then take a third deep breath in, holding the air in your lungs for a little while and breathing out any last remaining stress. And then settle your breathing down to its natural pattern. Nobody wants anything from you at this moment, and nobody needs anything from you at this moment. Just relax. And I'm going to do a bit of healing on you. And we're going to go and visit the Shaolin Temple, where the Qi masters of Qigong, Qigong, or Tai Chi reside. And it is a temple of the mountain woods. And it is believed to have been built in the 5th century. So first of all, just ground by growing your roots out of your feet and down into the ground below you. It grows down and down and down through the building and through the soil, where they filter down through the rocks deep into Mother Earth. And on your next intake of breath, I'd like you to draw the energy of the earth up into you. And with each breath, that energy rises and rises until it filters up through your feet and up your legs, until it enters and opens up the lower dantian, which is just below your belly button. And that is one of the Chinese energy centers. It's roughly where your sacral is. And as you breathe up, the energy rises up you until it enters, opens and activates the middle dantian at your heart. Opening and activating this energy center, the energy then rises up to the upper dantian, or the yin-tang point, right in the middle of your forehead. Opening and activating this energy center. Then the earth chi is pushed out of the top of your head, where it spills back down around you like a fountain, protecting and grounding at the same time. And then this energy is drawn back up through your feet and up your legs, through the lower dantian and up to the middle dantian, where the energy then splits and travels down your arms and out of your hands, opening the energy centers there. And you can just sit with your hands up in order to receive healing, or should you wish to give yourself healing as you feel the energies as we go on our little journey today. And just breathe out for me. And just let the sound of the singing bowl filter through you, cleansing out any impurities and stuck chi. I'd like you to imagine that you are in a large courtyard of the Chinese Shaolin Temple, and you're sitting at the side and you're watching the students and the masters at their work. The younger ones are doing some very fast kung fu moves, and the older ones are moving a bit more gently and slower. There are also lots of masters, monks and students gathered around in little groups under instruction, in quiet contemplation or warming up. And breathe out. And then the gong sounds again. And one of the older Qigong masters moves over to you and bows his head. And he asks you if you would like to follow him for some Qigong healing and to practice some gentle Qigong exercises. Would you do so now? So you follow this wonderfully robed man in his silks, who looks like he's been here for 100 years, very wise and very steady as he practices his martial arts every day as preventative medicine. And you are then led out of the temple courtyard and past the clinics and the buildings. And with every step you walk further out onto the mountain, through the pines, and into an area where there are many stone and wooden ancient pagoda type buildings. And here you join a group who is being instructed in breathing and standing techniques. So you join the back of the group now, and the Tai Chi instructor is just finishing the warm-up, moving like this and like that, just limbering up. Rotating the hips and the knees and the ankles. And then you are instructed into standing practice. So you lower your arms like the other students, leaving a little gap in between so the chi can flow, having all your joints relaxed and open, and you settle in, finding the magnetism of the earth. Your legs are at shoulder distance with your knees bent gently, and your pelvis tipped forward as if you have a bowl of water there and you don't want to spill it. And you are told to breathe out. And then the students start the Qigong breathing of gathering Qi up to the yin tang point and bringing it down the front line, bending the legs as they do. Gathering the Qi again and bringing it down the front line. And you spend a few moments doing this, just getting into the flow of things, while the Qigong and Tai Chi masters walk around adjusting legs and hips and arms, getting you into the correct position. And I'm just going to change the flow of my hands to brush the Qi down you, gathering the Qi and bringing it down your front line. And as you're doing this exercise and concentrating on your body and feeling the Qi, the worries of your life seem to drop away. And you breathe deeply, bringing the cleansing air of the pines into your body, strengthening your lungs and your other vital organs as you do so. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. And you are instructed to stand. Some of the students have their hands out like that, making sure their shoulders are dropped. Others stand like that, and some lower their hands, level with the earth. And you rock slightly forward on the balls of your feet, keeping them flat though. And hold that slightly forward position, which is tilted, making sure your Tai Chi line, which goes right through you, is straight. And breathe out. Nobody wants anything from you at this moment. Nobody needs anything from you at this moment. Relax, relax. After a few minutes in this relaxing standing pose, you are told to relax and break off into the various groups. The old man who led you here now beckons for you to follow him. As you walk past the various different types of exercises happening. So you pass a group of students practicing Qigong. And this particular group is doing a set of exercises called the Duan Jin, the 8 pieces of brocade. And as you walk past them, you see they are holding a position and pulling a bow, and relaxing, and then they swap sides, pulling the bow, mastering the Qi. And they do 8 exercises on each side. And they move on to other parts of the exercise. It's quite gentle and slow. And it relaxes the joints and the muscles and moves things in a figure 8 or in a circular movement, which is common to martial arts. Some of them do the wise old owl exercise, rotating the neck, looking forwards and rotating the neck again, looking behind. And you can find this set of exercises somewhere else on the YouTube. And then you walk on towards another group of students doing a different set of Qigong exercises called the Qin Xi, the 5 animal frolics. And they do exercises like the tiger, where they reach up and then grab the claws, pull it down and flex back out. Then grasp, bring their arms up, flex the claws and bring them back down again. That's the first part. And then they reach forward in the second movement. There is also a deer movement. Of 2 parts. And then the loping bear movements. Walking like a bear, flexing all of your muscles and joints. And then rotating the organs in your body as if they were a clock, moving all of your inner organs, giving them a workout as well. Others do a monkey movement where they spy the tree, pick the fruit and eat it. And then move on to the crane exercise where they move their arms like wings and raise their feet one at a time. Very good for the back. And again, this is a set of exercises that you can find on YouTube somewhere. Very ancient forms of exercises found in the tombs. The older gentleman now moves further on to the students and masters practicing the Tai Chi form. There are those practicing their short form and the 18 form and then the longer form of the masters. And some of the students are practicing their silk reeling in the circular movements of the hands, and you are invited to join in this now, which you do so very easily. In slow, graceful movements. Sweeping the Qi away. Relaxing your mind as you do so and the body. But these exercises will also give you energy. Others are practicing Tai Chi with holding objects. Some of them have poles where they practiced rowing movements. Whoops, I've run out of room. Others, twist the poles into their fighting form. Some again hold spears, great big long 2-meter poles made out of birch with either a flag or a knife on the end. Others have daggers, I think they're called deer horns, and others yet again fans. Many types of exercises happening here. And then you are guided up to a dais and invited to sit down. And lose yourself in the sound for a few minutes. And then this gentleman stands you up and he gives you an exercise that will be beneficial for your health. And they have many unusual names, quite often the names of animals. The praying mantis, the snake, and other unusual names. And this master will show you how to do this move and then tell you how many times a day to practice it. Listen and watch him now. And you stand up and follow the master at exercise, really trying to feel the movement within your body, the gentle movement of Qi. And soon your private lesson will come to a close. But you are encouraged by this master to start practicing Qigong, which will be easier than Tai Chi, for your health and well-being and preventative medicine. He especially encourages you to practice standing and breathing practice. strengthen all of the organs inside you, the joints, the tendons, and to calm the mind. These movement meditations are very good for people who can't concentrate on journey work. And he now puts his hand into his fist and bows his head, and you do the same. He then nods his head, saying, "Hauta, hauta, good, good." And you follow this elderly gentleman back from the dais and through the pagodas and back past the temple buildings and into the giant courtyard. And he invites you to sit down again and grow your roots back out from your lower dantian this time, growing them down and down and down, regrounding, and then breathing out. And he tells you to come back and see him any time you wish to learn the way of the Tao. And then the scene fades and you sigh out and you start to wiggle your fingers and your toes and then brush the Qi down to bring yourself back. You can brush down your neck and your arms and your legs downwards to your feet. Thank you for watching, and I'm sorry about the clang. Many blessings upon your day, and I'll see you soon.